Hi everybody, this is Barb Reed and I'm the Wexford Stamper, and today I will be crafting with you and we will be making an alternative project to the card kit. Now many of you have gotten the card kit as part of your celebration rewards. I have come up with a way to use this kit and make a box, make little boxes instead of just cards. So stay with me and we'll get started. All right. This is the directions that we get that come with the card kit that we get free on Celebration. Remember, Celebration is from January 3rd to March 31st in the Stampin' Up! Year, and for every $50 you spend on product, you get a free item out of this brochure. And starting on March 4th, we're actually going to have some more items added to the list. So it's a great time to stock up on all your paper products and get some free items as well. All right, well, the card kit is called the KERCHIEF card kit. And you get all that you need, cards and envelopes and all the embellishments you need to make 4 of each color card. We have a pool party kerchief card, and then we have the real red. So what I made with mine is a little box. And I used the pool party to make this box, but of course you can also use the real red cards, but it's just a little flip box, pretty good size. You could get a good bit of something in there, jewelry or candy or something fun, but it's real easy to make. And when you're in a pinch and need a box, you can make a box out of a card base. Can you believe that? All right, well, let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you what items I used out of the kit. Well, this is the kit here, and I've been using things out of here, so I don't have everything left, but I'm going to use a piece of the vellum, the polka dot vellum. You can see on the front of the box, and I'm going to use the oval that is Night of Navy, and then I'm going to use some of the die cuts as well. I'm going to use 2 of these. This is a little page of gold foil die cuts, and these are little leaves, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use those as well. And if you look over there on my sample, I also have these 2 little green leaves. I'm going to use some of those. And I'm also going to use one of the cute little pool party flowers. So those are the items. If you're digging in your kit now, those are the things you're going to want. And then finally, you're going for the front, you're going to want, these are the little labels that come with it to use on the cards. We're going to turn it over and use the back today to make our little sentiment on there. So those are the items that you're going to need for the top. And of course, you're going to need one of these card bases. And I'm going to stick with the pool party, but you can also make red one, the real red if you like, but I'm a fan of the pool party. And you're going to have all these envelopes here, so you're still going to have lots and lots of materials to make the cards if you'd like to. But I was in a box mood. If you know me very well, I'm a 3D girl. I love making 3D projects. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and make our embellishment for the top first. So let's put our card base over here for now. And let's put that over there too. Okay, so what we're going to do here very simply is we're going to go ahead and put all these together, and then we're going to mount them on the oval. All right, very, very simple way to do this is you're going to go ahead and you're going to take your flower, and I'm going to turn my flower over, and I'm going to use a little bit of Tombow on the back. Okay. And then to that Tombow, I'm going to stick the pieces that I want. So here is my little die cut leaves, and I'm going to put those toward the bottom like that. And then I'm going to put my die cut little foil on here as well. I'll turn it over and just kind of stick them in there and then turn it back over, see how it looks. All right, let's turn it over. I like it. All right, so that's pretty much what we want. So what we'll do now is we'll just turn it back over, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that while the glue is still drying. And that will help hold the little die cuts in place as well. So it kind of does 2 jobs. It's going to help raise it up on the front of the box, and then it's going to also hold the little die cuts together. All right, so now I have my piece here, and I'm going to go ahead and take off the backings, and then I'm going to adhere this right to my circle here. Okay, so there is my embellishment ready for the top of my box. So I'm just going to leave that there for now. Okay, and we will do our stamping now as well. Now you can pick any stamp from any of your sets. I picked Friend. This one is from the new Botanicals medley. And I thought that was a great sentiment to put on here. So then you could kind of give it to them for, you know, any, let's turn it this way, any occasion. Just that you appreciate them being your friend. So I'll stamp that down on there. Okay, and we'll cut that when we're done and be ready to place that on there. All right. Now let me go ahead and measure the top of the box. I know I have my ruler here somewhere. There it is. Okay, the top of the box measures 3.5 by 2 1/4. All right, so I'm going to want my vellum to be 3 1/4. So this needs a little bit taken off. We're going to do 3 1/4. So you're going to have to come in and do a little bit of cutting with the vellum that comes with your cards. You're going to want to make it about 1/4 inch smaller on both sides because you're going to put it on top. I can't remember what this one was. This is about 3.5, so we'll go with 3 1/4. Yep, and that's perfect. So this should go ahead and look at the other one. This way it's 2 1/4, so we're gonna wanna make it 2. Okay, so your vellum is gonna be cut at 2 by 3 1/4. Okay, and that will mount right on the top of your box when we get that constructed. All right, so we're putting those pieces aside for now, and we're gonna get ready to make our box. All right, so here is our card base that we have from the kit. Okay, it's a basic size card base. And before we get started on our scoring for that, we're gonna go ahead and take our cutter, and we're gonna cut 1 inch off the end that does not have any flowers, no print on it. So I'm gonna just put this in my trimmer, move the edge over to the 1 inch right there on the right side of the trimmer, and then I'm gonna cut that part off. Okay, so you're basically cutting a 1 inch strip off the end of the card. All right, now we're gonna bring up our scoring tool. Okay, and the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to score at 1 inch on all 4 sides of the box. There's 1 there, 1 inch there, 1 inch there, and 1 inch there. Okay, so now all we have left is we need, if you want to have a rectangle on both sides of the box. Now this side doesn't have one because this one we used this is the line that was the scored line for the card. Okay, but now we're going to use it to make the box. So we want to have a 1 inch panel here because we have 1 inch here. We need the 1 inch here for the other panel of the box. So this is at 3 1/4. So we're going to put the next line at 4 1/4. All right, so looking here across, holding the card base in a landscape position, it's going to go to 7 1/2. You're going to score at 1, 3 1/4, 4 1/4, 6 1/2. Okay, and then remember the other 2 sides we were scored at 1 inch. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our bone folder now, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to crease all our score lines. And you'll see how quickly this comes together once you get it scored and creased. All right, so there is all the score lines creased. All right, and just like with any other box, you're going to go ahead. Let's turn it on the white side. I think we might be able to see it a little better. You're going to go on the vertical score line and cut up to the horizontal score line, and then I always wedge out a little bit to create the tab. Okay, same thing here. We're going to cut up to that first horizontal score line and then wedge those out. Remember, you want to wedge the small squares and not these panels, because these panels are going to be the side of your box and you want them to be straight on the edge. Okay, last one on this side. Okay, now I'm going to turn it and work on the opposite side. Same thing again, up to the horizontal score line and then make your tabs. Cut up to the horizontal score line and make your tabs. Cut up to the horizontal score line and make your tabs. All right, so that's how it looks. I'll turn it over this way so you can see it a little better than on the white side, but it's really a basic card, a basic box template. Okay, so now we want this side of the box to be the lid because we love that the flower sections are going to stick out. So this is going to be the bottom of the box, and that's the one we're going to work on first. So we're going to take our Tombow, and with this type of box, these 4 flaps here, 1, 2, 3, 4, are all going to adhere to the bottom panel. Okay, so I'm going to put that behind. I'm going to line up the score line, the fold with the edge of the box. Same thing here. Score line and edge of the box. Hold that tight. Okay, now we're getting to the center set of tabs. We're going to fold them behind the base. Okay, same thing. We're going to line up the score line with the edge of the box on both sides. And just hold it for a couple seconds. This Tombow stuff's great. It gives you a little while to wiggle things around if it's not placed just right, but it gets does very, very well if you just hold it for a little while. All right, last part of our box. I'm going to put these 2 front tabs, I'm going to put Tombow on those now. Okay, now I'm going to close my box and I'm going to hold down the front panel of the box. Then I'm going to fold back this flap here, tab, and then bring down the side flap and hold it. It's best to put it together while the box is closed, because then it will glue together and be a good fit for the box. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to fold down this flap, and then I'm going to bring in the side panel. And then I'm just going to hold those 2 panels very gently until they stay adhered. And look at that. That is our box right there. Okay, how easy is that to make? And I love it, and I love how the layout of the design of the card just makes a beautiful little flowered edge around the box. I couldn't have asked for better paper to use. So here we go. It's a front flip box. Lots can fit in there. So let's close it up and finish up here. We're going to put on our embellishments on the top. Remember, we had our piece of vellum that we cut and put on here. We cut it so that it was 1/4 inch smaller than the size of the box top. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some glue dots on this piece of vellum because I think that hides a little better than the glue. So I'm going to just put a glue dot on all 4 corners of the vellum. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere that in the center of the box. Just hold that down a bit. Isn't that so cute? Really can't see those too much. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put glue on the back of my Night of Navy circle. And I'm going to add that to the front of the box like that. Oh, so pretty. And then the final part is the little friend embellishment or the little sentiment. I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on the back. I cut off a large portion of it because it would just hang right over the box if we let it real long. And then I'm just going to tuck it in behind the leaf and just hold it there. And there you have it. There's your box. So isn't that a great way to use your card bases if you are in the mood to make something different? I hope you enjoyed that video tutorial, and join me next time for another great video. Hope you're inspired to try it yourself. Take care. Bye-bye.